What is evangelism? Evangelism, I stole this from Becky Pippert. I don't know if you know who Becky is. She's the number one woman in evangelism in the United States. Incredible. Her first book, Out of the Salt Shaker and Into the World. That's a great title for a book, isn't it? Isn't that what all of us need to do? Out of the salt shaker and into the world? Okay. So, what is evangelism? Evangelism is you take the story in by being daily transformed by the fire of Jesus. I'll come back to that. You get the story straight. Okay? That's content skills. And then we get the story out. That's communication skills. And that's what we're doing today. Communication skills. All right? So you can see, and by the way, on the back table now, we're going to take a 10-minute break here pretty soon to get a drink of water or any other little stop you might need to make. But on the back table, you're going to find some other things. You're going to find the book, A Life That Matters. Oh, if I could just pay you to read this book. Let me read you some of the content for a minute. Out of the holding pattern. Your personal Titanic. This book is worth the price of the whole book for chapter 2. Your clever disguise. Getting into the lives of the people that need you so much. Breaking the silence. Would you like to supersize that? Thinking lost. Some of us have been Christians for so long, we forget how lost people think, right? That's only half the book. And then one other thing. How many of you have seen this? How to Find God, Living Water for Those Who Thirst. It's the New Testament. All right? It's the New Living Translation. And what this book does, as you read through the New Testament, the notes in it are phenomenal. In the back pages, it takes every Christian word and explains that word to an unbeliever. And then, I'm trying to find my favorite. And then another favorite thing I have about this book is every 40 pages, it takes the 10 most questions that the unbelieving world is asking, and how do I answer them? Is Jesus the only way? Why do good people suffer? 10 questions, and they're answered as they read through the New Testament. These are phenomenal. I have them in the front page, the front of my car, right sitting there. A lady looked in my car window. What's that blue book? Well, let me tell you about that blue book. Oh, she said, can I have one? Yes, I said, I've got one. Well, she said, have you got two? I want to give my mother one. I said, yes, I got 300 of them in my car. But you can't believe what God is doing with this. And so far, I've gone through 135,000 of these. This company loves me. Haven't seen a check yet, but they love me. But you see, always giving something, always handing out. Oh, and then beside these two things, those are to buy, the other things I bought to give, and that's two different ways to share the gospel. So please, one of them, is to use mostly to explain how important the resurrection is, but it's the most beautiful presentation of the gospel I've ever heard. All of you, please, I was going to say, don't take a handful. Please, all of you, take one of each of those two. See which one you like the most. I use both of them depending on who I'm talking to. And they're simple and to the point. You've got to be in sharing Christ, getting the story straight. You've got to make it simple. So I've got those two things for you. Now you might have one you like better. Great. Use it. But the two that I brought, at least take it, look at it, and I'll order more because I know we've got to have more of those. And those are always in my car, always in my shirt or pants. You never know who I'm going to say hi to and see where it goes. All right. And then, you know what the key to all of it is? That every one of us have a growing, loving, dynamic relationship with Jesus Christ. How can we do anything if this is not real to us? If we're not daily feeding ourselves and growing and maturing? I like what remember Charles Wesley, the famous missionary? He made the comment one time. People asked him, Charles, why are people drawn to you? Well, they're drawn to me because I set myself on fire and people love to come and watch me burn. You know something? God loves to come and watch you burn too. Don't you think they can tell it's real in our life? I believe that. Another thing, it's later in our notes. I better say it now because if I don't get to it, that's too bad. I don't want to forget it. Okay. Set yourself on fire. Nehemiah, 8:10? The joy of the Lord is your strength. If you've got the joy of the Lord in your heart, tell your face. Man alive. I mean, so many Christians look like they've been baptized in vinegar. Man alive. And there's nothing that's more contagious than a growing Christian. Boy, I've had more people stop and say, boy, you sure seem like today's a great day. Boy, I appreciate that. They caught it. It is a great day because of who I know and how real he is in my life. And I want to feed that every single day.